How to treat fibromyalgia naturally. Fibromyalgia is a disease that is often confused with arthritis, which affects 4% of the population, especially in women between 40 and 50 years old. It causes joint pain and affects muscles but does not make them inflamed. Learn about what it is and how to treat fibromyalgia naturally in the following article. Characteristics of fibromyalgia. This is a disease or illness that is more and more common in the world. It is hard to diagnose and the first symptoms are not usually kept in mind because people think it is from the wrong movement, sleeping poorly, an overexertion, etc. Fibromyalgia is a chronic disease that is characterized by general muscle bone pain, increase in sensitivity, and discomfort in certain parts of the body. It is found in muscle areas with no apparent damages in medical exams, although the patient will show sensitivity to changes in temperature or physical contact. It is associated with health problems like joint stiffness, depression, anxiety, fatigue, headaches, abdominal pain, muscle cramps, feeling swollen, subjective, or poor sleep quality. The causes of fibromyalgia, as well as the ways in which this disease happens, are still unknown. However, there is certain evidence regarding the mechanisms that could lead to this problem. Imbalance in the neurotransmitters of the nervous system. Change in the levels of certain substances responsible for neurochemical processes. Malfunction in the blood flow to certain cerebral functions. Genetic predisposition. Chronic or viral infections. Inflammatory processes. Muscular diseases. Depression. The most frequent symptoms of fibromyalgia are general and chronic pain in certain areas in particular, which can be the extremities, around the spine, neck, arms, shoulders, the lumbar region, hips, or muscles. The pain is continuous and felt more in the morning when you wake up, improving slightly throughout the day, but gets worse in the evening or at night. The pain gets worse if the person stays in the same position all day, like in front of the computer for example, if they lift weights, or because of climate change, and emotions. Another frequent symptoms of fibromyalgia is psychological and physical exhaustion for many days straight that does not go away even after resting. There are also people who have changes in sleep, muscular stiffness, muscle spasms, headache, irritable bowel syndrome, intolerance to certain drugs, dry eyes and mouth, cold extremities, increase in sweat, jaw pain, anxious palpitations, concentration and memory problems, instability, muscle spasms, stomach sensitivity, leg cramps, swelling the feet and hands, intense menstrual pain, nausea. Home remedies and recommendations for fibromyalgia. Herbs and plants with relaxing properties for muscles are highly recommended for treating this muscle and joint problem. Some of the natural recipes are: make a tea with 2 dried thyme tablespoons and a half-liter of water. Drink a cup in the morning and another when you want to or when the pain begins, in the afternoon for example. With the same infusion as above of thyme and water, fill up the bathtub with hot water. Bathe for 15 to 20 minutes, or until the water cools. Soak a cloth in apple cider vinegar and rub the area in pain that is affected by fibromyalgia. Boil 2 grams of willow bark in a cup of water for 5 minutes. If you don't have this tree at home, you can find it in natural or dietary stores. Drink between 2 to 3 cups a day, starting with breakfast. Willow contains salicin, as well as many painkillers, which is why it can reduce pain. Consume 2 teaspoons of powdered or grated ginger in a glass of room temperature water. Drink immediately. Do this twice a day. Boil a small tablespoon of St. John's wort in a cup of water for 5 minutes. Remove from the heat, let cool, and strain. Drink it warm and repeat it twice a day. Boil 100 grams of dried horsetail in a liter of water for a half hour. Remove it from the heat, strain, and drink 2 cups a day. Pour 35 grams of marigold leaves, dry or not, in a liter of 45 proof clear alcohol. Let sit for 15 days while you do another natural remedy for fibromyalgia. Keep it well covered in a glass container. Once this time has passed, soak a cotton ball or cloth in it and apply it as a compress to the affected area. Some tips to treat fibromyalgia. Eat foods rich in magnesium. Some of the options are spinach, asparagus, lettuce, ear yeast, and wheat germ. Add more selenium to your diet. This nutrient is found in oranges, apples, cucumbers, pumpkin, garlic, onion, and cabbage. Consume more calcium. Dairy products aren't the only ones that give you calcium, but also leafy green vegetables like spinach or chard. Eat more vitamin C. Although everyone thinks that oranges are a greater source of this vitamin, in reality there are other foods that can help you like strawberries, cranberries, and cherries.